Welcome back student. This is the third video for ninth class solution. In this video we will start with the exercise question answers, and your first exercise question is uh, which separation technique will apply for the separation of the following. You have to tell the separation technique which we used to separate these component of mixture. First is sodium chloride from its solution in water. In this case we use the crystallization or evaporation technique. Next is ammonium chloride from a mixture containing sodium chloride and ammonium chloride. Uh, uh, you have to extract the ammonium chloride from the mixture of sodium chloride and the ammonium chloride. Now, which technique will you use? Student, you know ammonium chloride is a volatile substance. So by the sublimation technique, only the sublimation technique we can separate the ammonium chloride. Next is small piece of metal in the engine oil of a car. For this technique we will use the mainly we use the centrifugation technique or the sedimentation technique. Now come to the next, different pigment from the an extract of flower petal. For this we use the chromatography. Next, different pigment, butter from curd. Here we use the centrifugation to separate the butter from curd. Oil from water, separating funnel, because these two are immiscible substance, so by the separating funnel we can easily get these two different substance. Next is tea leaf from tea. For this we use the filtration technique. here here hand picking is written, means we use hand picking if we consider this tea as a tea plant. When we get the tea leaves from a tea plant, then we use the hand picking. Otherwise, if you want to get the tea leaves when you make a tea at home, then we use the filtration technique here. Next is iron pin from sand. In that case we use the magnetic separation, because iron is a magnetic substance. Next is wheat grain from husk, then we use winnowing. Next is fine mud particles suspended in water. In that case we use the centrifugation technique. Now come to the next question. Here the question is, write the step you would use for making tea. Use the words solution, solvent, solute, dissolve, soluble, insoluble, filtrate and residue. You have to, question is easy, but here some words are given that you have to use these words for explaining the step for making tea. Now let's start. What you have to do, firstly we take a solvent, that is water, in a kettle. Then we have to heat it. When solvent boil, when this solvent means water boil, we have to add the solute, that is the milk. What is the solute and solvent? Solvent in a mixture or in a solution, solvent is in the present in the large amount and solute is present in less amount. So in a tea, water is present in the large amount and milk is in the less amount. So water will be the solvent and milk will be the solute. Now come to the question. Milk and water from the solution form the solution. These two, solute and solvent, will form the solution. Then pour some tea leaves over a sieve. Then you have to put the tea leaves. Pour slowly hot solution of milk over the tea leaves. When you take the tea leaves on the sieve, then you have to pour hot solution of milk over the tea leaves. Then color of tea leaves goes into the solution as filtrate, and remaining tea leaves being insoluble remain as residues. After this you can add sugar and then your tea is ready. Now come to the question 3. Pragya tested the solubility of 3 different substances at different temperature and collect the data as given below. Results are given in the following table as grams of substance dissolved in 100 gram of water to form a saturated solution. Here all these make the saturated solution. Different temperatures are given. Different substances are written here: potassium nitrate, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, and ammonium chloride. Now question is, what mass of potassium nitrate would be needed to produce a saturated solution of potassium nitrate in 50 gram of water at 313 Kelvin? Now मीन्स कि आपको पोटेशियम नाइट्रेट का कितना आपको मास आपको रिक्वायर्ड होगा टू मेक अ सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन. यू हैव टू मेक द सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन फॉर द पोटेशियम नाइट्रेट, बट amount of water, amount of solvent is given here, that is the 50 gram, and temperature is 313 Kelvin. So please let's check. Here is the potassium nitrate and the 313 Kelvin. 62 gram of potassium nitrate is given to make a saturated solution in 100 gram of water. In 100 gram of water. So let's see the solution. At 313 Kelvin, potassium nitrate for saturated solution of 100 gram of water. In 100 gram of water, we need the 62 gram. And in the question, examiner asked that what amount of potassium nitrate is required to make a saturated solution in 50 gram. अब 100 ग्राम में 62 है तो 50 ग्राम में कितना हो जाएगा? 62 का हाफ, that is the 31 gram. Now come to the next question. Pragya make a saturated solution of potassium chloride in water at 353 Kelvin and leave the solution to cool at room temperature. What would she observe as the solution cools? Explain. कि प्रज्ञा ने एक सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन प्रिपेयर किया है पोटेशियम क्लोराइड का इन वाटर एंड टेम्परेचर इज गिवन, दैट इज 353 Kelvin. Then what she do? She let the solution to cool at the room temperature. But all of you know, when the temperature decrease, solubility also decrease. Then some amount of dissolved potassium chloride will appear as undissolved solid as solubility of solute decrease with decrease of the temperature. So जो आपने जो पहले सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन रेडी था उसमें जब वो उसका टेम्परेचर कम हो जाएगा, then you can observe the some undissolved potassium chloride at the bottom of solution. Now come to the next question. Next question is, find the solubility of each salt at 293 Kelvin. Which solubility has the highest solubility at this? Which salt has the highest solubility at this temperature? Temperature is given 293. At the 293, here is your solubility is given for the all different substances. Potassium nitrate has 32, sodium chloride 36, and so on. And as you can see, ammonium chloride has the highest solubility at the 293 Kelvin temperature. Now come to the next question. What is the effect of change of temperature on the solubility of a salt? You have to tell the effect of change of temperature on salt solubility. You know that when we decrease the temperature, solubility also decrease, or when we increase the temperature, solubility also increase. In the next video, we will discuss the remaining questions. Till that, learn all these exercise question and all your in-text question answers.